Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams coming in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Volunteers will kick this away to start us off. And the kickoff will be returned. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's who the offense will take over. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using his legs, it's Johnson. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Short connection to the tight end here. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Got it.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. keeping it on the ground here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. The quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. And he'll set up to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught on the outside. It's Watkins. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun, running out of time in the pocket. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. An explosive game. Big play. Moves the ball inside the 40.
Hey, they hit this for the 1st down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the back gets the football. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and he fumbles. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. You're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. Will he score here? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense has got the football. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
Boy, Chris, excellent job by this defense, turning that fumble into some positive field position. Ball's on the ground, turnovers committed. The defense scoops it up, gets across midfield, and gives their offense really good field position.
1st down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Here's a carry for the fullback. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense facing 2nd and goal.
3:25.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. An explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point is missed. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he'll loft this one deep to the left side.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. Trying to use his legs to make the 1st down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. But boy, he gave him a chance.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On the ready.
Important second down play coming up.
Down 55 weak. Ready.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. In the clear at the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the Volunteers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Easy choice to decline the pass interference call, and the touchdown stands. now the try for the two-point conversion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The offense still out there. They're going for two here. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Well, they swing it out to the back, trusting that he could get to the edge and create an angle for the score, and he did just that on the conversion. Nice play.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Tigers will take over. First and 10.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runs through the defender. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Already a two-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run it to the right side. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And the Vols will line up on 1st and 10. Give it to the back again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Goes incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game.
That makes the score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And your LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Okay, ready.
They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
We've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Vols. And this one is getting ugly. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7.
Tennessee 35, LSU 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
Bringing it out. It's Simmons. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And your LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass not complete. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wide out. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that 1st down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Tennessee. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
LSU 7.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
On the set.
Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long.
Easy.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A new set of downs after that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Little. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
2nd down. We're going to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? 3rd down and long. The defense you think is going to bring extra pressure. But not only is he able to get away from the pressure, how about his awareness on where he needs to go to pick up the first down? So big yards, great awareness, and a first down for this offense.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires this one deep middle. Touchdown Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him about the 14.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Tennessee 49, LSU 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Trying to find room. It's Johnson.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
At the 14-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The balls line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Touchdown, Vols. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone.
Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Brings up second down.
Ready?
Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a fourth interception by this defense here today. Does bring up fourth down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for 6. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score Tennessee 63, LSU.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 91, set to kick off.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Hard running through a tackle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only the second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.